You are with Adele Onyango, and hey, which uni is that where girls are coming back pregnant? Any Team Adele members from there, please holla. However, get your snacks ready because in the next 4 minutes, Chim from Mpasho.co.ke is going to be breaking some gossip live on air. It's all about hashtag the big scoop on Kiss, so get ready for that. What's also coming up is hot gossip off the press. We have Chim live in studio for the big scoop on Kiss. Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm good. You?
Actually, you have so much energy when it's talking about gossip. Oh Lord, what can we expect this morning?
I will be catching up with the 100 Bob couple.
Okay.
And trust me, what I'll tell you will really shock you. And probably dismay you.
The guys who had a wedding for 100 Bob or something like that, right? Sometime back. Okay.
That couple.
All right.
We'll also be looking at a top artist.
Yeah.
One of the biggest artists in the 254 who has admitted to being a thief at some point.
Okay, but why? Why? The way gangsters are just being popped, guys. However, do remember the hashtag is the big scoop on Kiss. If you're following on Twitter, I suggest you get your snacks and get ready for some fire as you await some Zayn and Taylor Swift. That's right. It's all about hashtag the big scoop on Kiss. So every Friday we do this. We get Chim from Mpasho.co.ke to break stories here. Once we talk about them, they go live on Mpasho.co.ke. So, where are we starting off?
Let's start by looking at the 100 Bob wedding couple.
Yeah.
Mr. and Mrs. Mutura.
Okay.
Right? What happened was these guys, they're from poverty, right? So they decided that they wanted to make their love official.
Yeah.
And have a wedding before God and man. And they did. But all they could afford was 100 Bob for a wedding.
Okay.
Right? And that was enough for them because, I mean, they're in love. But Kenyans saw that and rallied.
Yeah, I remember it went viral. And
yes.
It was like, what? Yeah.
Yeah, that story actually was one of the biggest on Kenyan internet space.
Yeah.
Right? And Kenyans came through. They had a 3.5 million shilling wedding. They had, again, a 3 million shilling honeymoon.
What? From 100 Bob?
Imagine. And these guys were promised so much.
Yeah.
They were promised so much. The only thing that really was followed through post the wedding was they were given capital to start a business.
Okay.
That was the only promise that guys followed through.
What other promises did they get other than obviously the lavish wedding and the 3 million
They
honeymoon?
were promised houses. They were promised greenhouses. These guys were promised so much.
By Kenyans or like by institutions?
Institutions.
Wow. Okay. So Mpasho, you caught up with this 100 Bob couple.
Yes.
Okay. So if you want to find out whether the business is thriving or are they back to 100 Bob or 50 Bob, do stick around. That's coming up in the next 3 minutes.
All the nutty little details we picked up this week on Kiss FM's The Big Scoop.
Really well done with the small clues here and there. Yummy, I'm giving you some big scoop too.
The one where she's taking shots at Kanye.
Okay, at Kanye, her 8 boyfriends, like it's on a whole other level. Like this chick.
The one thing I really admire about Taylor Swift is she knows how to get paid from her relationships falling apart.
Yeah, man. Make it work for you. However, it's coming away at 17:07 on Kiss FM. A very good morning to you. We're going to be taking you to church with recap and rigor in the next 3 minutes. You know, when you hear Chim talking about how people are reformed thugs, you have to bring Jesus up in here. But right now, though,
Kiss FM, it's The Big Scoop, The Big Scoop.
That's right. As soon as we talk about a story, it goes live on Mpasho.co.ke. Faye Paragasha is like, Adele, let me hear about this 100 Bob couple. Okay, so I know you guys remember them from a couple. Was it last year?
No, it was actually earlier this year.
Earlier this year. The couple who went viral because they did a wedding for 100 Bob.
Yes.
And then guys give them a wedding worth?
3.5 million.
And a honeymoon worth?
3 million shillings.
And guys promised them a lot of things, didn't
yes.
you? What? Oh, just tell us a bit. What were they promised?
They were promised greenhouses, or promised a house. They were promised actually a lot. The only promise that did come through was they were given money to start a business.
Okay.
Yes.
And do we know how much they were given to start this business?
No, that they didn't share.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now you're caught up with the 100 Bob couple. I hope now they're the 1 million Bob couple.
Now, you see, we caught up with them because we saw some photos had surfaced online that seemed to show them having a baby shower that looked very expensive.
Oh, snap.
And everyone was celebrating. Then Bwana Mutura came out and said, guys, that's actually not us.
Okay.
We are actually really struggling. The shop that I had set up, I had to close it down.
Why?
I couldn't make ends meet. And that's the thing. They were given money without real financial training or business training or mentorship.
Yeah.
They were just given money and told, here you are, now run this.
Open a business.
Exactly. He did. He opened up a shop.
Yeah.
And he ran it, but he was incurring losses, and he says he even had to borrow money from family and friends.
Okay, what about the greenhouses and the home?
None of that came through.
What?
And right now, actually, he is back to hawking. He hawks apples. And he has to do that to make ends meet because now he has a child as well to take care of.
What? Okay, this is hectic because, so why do people promise these things? Were these things promised in person or was it on Twitter? Just hype?
Yeah, just hype. Guys just popped up and be like, I'll give you this, I'll give you that, I'll give you that.
Kenyans. Can he sue? Can he sue? Because honestly, there must be a loophole somewhere where he gets.
I think he can.
But then now, lawyer fees. Okay, but you know what?
Yeah.
This is very sad. But one person who we hope is watching is none other than Gizeri
Man.
Because I'm like, yo.
Because when you think about it, the similarities are glaring. You find Gizeri Man was no one a few months ago until the elections.
Yeah.
After the elections, a photo goes viral of him eating Githeri from a paper bag.
Yeah.
And everyone floods in. Institutions are actually heartless.
Brands jump in.
They jump in on the brand, use his image without requesting permission to use his image, right?
And he knows no better, so he doesn't even know they're using them.
Right?
Yeah.
Now I hear he has a manager and a lawyer who've popped up out of nowhere.
Oh,
right?
Man.
And the thing is, he's been given phones worth 100K.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he's been given land.
Yeah.
Right? But has he received the title deed? That's another question. Has he actually received the title deed?
But I remember when the 100, like back to the 100 bob couple, I remember when people, gave them this lavish wedding and all of that. There was a conversation on Twitter where people were saying, okay, guys, does it make sense to put the 3.5 million into the wedding? Or just like set these guys up for success?
Exactly.
So
because it made no sense. These guys threw a 3.5 million. I'm sure their wedding photos are lit.
But now where are they putting them? Okay, you know what? From 100 bob to millions and back to 100 bob. Check out the full story on mpasho.co.ke. When we come back, apparently there is a celeb who used to be a thug. Hey, this one I can't wait to hear right here on Kiss FM. Woke up with us. We have Chim from mpasho.co.ke in studio. It's all about the big scoop.
Kiss FM. It's the big scoop. The big scoop.
And we're moving on from the 100 bob to the 3 million back to 100 bob couple. Mm-hmm. And where are we going to now?
Gangsters.
Okay. Hey.
Gangster paradise.
All right.
Let me ask you, Adele, have you ever jacked anything?
Why would you set me up like that? Like, you don't even know which cops are listening. But I think everybody goes to the point in their lives where they try to shoplift. And I attempted to shoplift once. So badly. I could see freedom. Like, you're walking out of the supermarket. You're just like, whoa. When I get home, it was a pack of gum. And then the security guard just walked up to me and said, what's in your pocket? My mom gave me those eyes. You have embarrassed the family. It was so not worth it. So yeah, I just don't jack. That was my thug life days. Yeah.
I've also had an experience like that. For me, it was, I won't lie, I'm one of the reasons Uchumi went down. When I was in Form 1, we used to jack. I used to jack these. They used to have some really fancy pens.
Yeah, pens.
Yeah, so I used to jack them.
At least me, I was jacking gum. Pens, stationery.
Yeah.
I'm judging you. Okay, so who's the thug? Who's taking it to a whole other level? Or what's the story?
Guys are jacking chicken.
Is it Fini from Vihiga? Okay. Yeah. Chicken, how?
Gangsters Paradise over in Maringo in Eastlands.
Yeah.
There's an artist who opened up and said, I used to jack chicken deep.
How do you...
In fact, we even used to jack elek.
Okay, so how do you jack chicken though? Like...
No.
Because it's not like the chicken will keep quiet.
According to this artist, they laid the perfect scheme.
Yeah.
The perfect plan. Mm-hmm. They went and jacked someone's maize.
Okay.
And then you read the story of Hansel and Gretel, the way they put breadcrumbs so they could find their way home.
Yeah.
This one, they put seeds.
Like a
seeds,
trail of maize.
Trail into their compound.
And then the cuckoo just brought itself.
Unwittingly.
Okay, you know what? I want to condemn thievery, but that's also kind of sharp.
And the chicken apparently didn't even see it coming. They just clobbered it once on the head. It didn't even have time to make a sound.
Okay, so you know what? Chim is going to tell us which Kenyan artist this is, but not before you, Team Adele, Team Shafi, take a guess. Who do you think used to steal chicken way back in the day from the 254? How's about you let us know on Twitter? The hashtag is a big scoop. You're hanging out with Adele Onyango. And of course, Neo's Another Love Song is coming up in a bit. But right about now, as we do every single Friday, we get Chim from Mpasho.co.ke in studio. And he's here, guys. It's all about the big scoop.
Kiss FM. It's the big scoop. The big scoop.
Okay, so first and foremost, this guy decided to put me on the spot, asking me if I've ever jacked something. And we don't even know which cops are listening. Because of a Kenyan, are you sure this is a Kenyan celeb, or you're just working on somebody here?
He's a Kenyan.
A Kenyan celeb who stole what?
A chicken.
Okay, admitted to in the past. Right?
Yes,
They're reformed now.
Yes.
Okay, so before Chim drops the name of the celebrity, 0711046100, who do you guys think it is?
Bien
from Sauti Sol.
Napenda kuku mwanzo kupiga picha nazo
Bien is capable, eh?
What up, Mama Nyambe?
Oh, I'm guessing.
You have also stolen chicken. Okay. Okay. You're guessing it's who? You?
I'm guessing it's
No. Hello, Kiss.
Hello, Kiss. Mambo Adele.
Poa sana baba, niambie.
Mambo Chim.
Niambie.
Okay, huyo unaweza sema ni Akoze. Akoze ndo anaweza kuwa ni.
Hello, Kiss.
Hello, Adele.
Poa sana.
Huyu mzi wa kuku. I'm betting it's either Savannah or 8. How do I just Kamadish?
Finally, somebody got it right. It's size 8.
Yes. Those are the celebs in Marishan walikuwa na nyonga kuku.
Like you guys have also on the led Bien. Yawa Azin Nakothe. Why? So it's size 8.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so how did that come out though?
She was talking and she decided, you know what? Let me also open up about my criminal history.
Okay.
My history of jacking livestock.
Wow. And that was not the only thing. You guys had a convo with her.
Yes, I did.
Okay, guys, listen.
We were so poor, by the way. We had gone into so much debt. We were auctioned, tulikuwa school fees hakuna, kufukuzwa, nilika home like a whole month. Especially in settled girls. Alafu nikarudishwa because I was bright. So nikarudishwa nisome na pesa ya gava. Pesa ya gava upeana. So tulikuwa tunaipanga stima, name it. Unajua Island, where were you raised? Were you raised in Island?
No.
Okay, the whole shebang kuibanga stima. Alafu mneka dogi za mtaa. So watu wa stima wakikuja mnaachilia dogi zinawakimbia.
A kid gets worse than the chicken.
Imagine.
I have mad respect for size 8 right about now. You guys.
In fact, she told me, you know what they did with the chicken? You think that they fried it properly, they ate a nice meal?
Yeah.
They didn't have money for oil. So they boiled it, and the same water that they used to boil to remove the feathers, is the same water they boiled it with.
Well, it's not funny. It's sad. It's really sad. You can go to Mpasho.co.ke. Stop laughing and hear the whole convo Chim had with size 8. She was just looking at me like, wait, Lenga, I'm not I've not talked to you guys about it, all right? However, right about now on Kiss FM, Adele Onyango and, of course, Chim is in the studio for the big scoop on Kiss. Before we get to G-Eazy featuring Kelani, we're moving on from stealing of chicken to what?
A confirmation fast on the story I told you guys. Guys, if you heard it from Mpasho or Uncle Chim tonight, no, it's true. We've done the research.
Okay.
Even before the subject has done research.
Okay.
We told Michelle Yola that she was pregnant.
You informed her?
We informed her.
When you get the doctors
now. She went and
now.
did a test.
Oh, gosh.
And it turns out she was pregnant.
Yeah.
And I saw you guys had Prezo over in the studio.
Yes, so a throwback to that. We had him in studio on Tuesday, and at first he had refused to talk about Yola, but then he opened up, and obviously that's on kiss100.co.ke. But trust Shafi to just bring out this one. I mean, listen to this, guys.
Yola's pregnant. It's been confirmed, and we were sent for the scans to confirm that yes, she's
congratulations
pregnant.
to her.
Someone else standing next to her, but Kenya believes that's your baby.
No, that's not my baby. You know, I'm a responsible individual,
and my pull-out game is so strong. but you know, I mean,
wow. That's a wow.
Congratulations to her. I'm happy for her.
You know it, brother. You just never know how he's gonna answer a question. Like, you're just like, oh, okay, that's how you want to play it, sawa. So he says it's not his kid, but he also did Mpasho interview, and I hear he went ham.
Yes, you know, from Mpasho interviews, it's no holds barred.
Yeah.
So when we interviewed him, he went ham.
Okay.
First of all, he said he's done with that woman. He has nothing more to say about that woman.
Okay.
It's done. And a bit of background on this, I can understand where it's coming from, because for the longest time, Prezo, our sources tell us, had actually believed the child to be his.
Okay.
Which is why he had been trying to, because, you know, like he said, I guess he's responsible.
Yeah.
And he wanted, if the child is his, for him to be a part of the child's life. Right? But now that he knows it's not his, he is done with that woman.
Okay. And he is now on to other beef.
Yes. We put beef on the grill.
Okay, so guys, in the next 3 minutes, it's done with Michelle Yola, and yes, apparently she's preggers and it's not his kid, but he still has beef with a certain somebody. But he said something that I felt was a bit too harsh. When Chim told me, I was like, we'll tell you what in the next. It is all about hashtag the big scoop on Kiss. I can see guys on Twitter following. Miss Sunday's like, Prison needs to wash his mouth. What was that he was saying? Yeah, true. It caught me off guard. What does he say? But onwards with his beef. His beef is with who?
With Colonel Mustafa.
Okay, these two. Okay.
Now, interestingly, Colonel Mustafa was in an accident.
Oh, dang.
And so was Nairobi star Louis Capello.
It was two different
accidents.
Damn, okay.
Right? One, Louis happened along the Malindi-Mombasa highway. And Colonel Mustafa's happened as he was coming back along Mombasa Road.
Okay.
Right? Two different accidents. But even the severity was different.
Okay.
Louis was really, really serious. Colonel Mustafa's was not. Well, not as serious. The car rolled. Don't get me wrong, the car rolled.
But in terms of injuries?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, thank God.
Now, here's the thing. Prezo, when he was talking to us, said, Louis is his brother, he's his boy, right? And he's sad it happened to Louis because Louis is such a positive person.
Yeah.
In fact, I wish it happened to Colonel Mustafa. He deserves to be in an accident and to be in a coma.
What? Okay.
That's what Prezo said. Like I said, the interview on Mpasho.co.ke was no holds barred.
As in, that's just extreme. I understand that Mustafa took shots at Prezo's mom, and you just don't go there, because once you go there, it's like, you know what? Anything goes. You've insulted my mom.
Yeah.
But also, this is a bit too far, because it's an accident. It's serious.
No, here's the thing. Understand where Prezo is coming from. The insult that Colonel Mustafa shot in his direction was so specific and called upon specific sections of Prezo's mom's anatomy.
I love how you've tried to use English to just cover it up and be like, it was just a nasty insult, guys. But if you go to mpasho.co.ke, you will see the whole interview right about now. Do remember, the big scoop continues.